All right, good day and welcome back to the channel. Today, I'm doing an experiment. I'm bringing you guys along. I hope you enjoy it. I hope it works out. What is it? Sausage. But we're gonna make a sausage roll using the keto bun recipe that I talked about previously. So I don't know if this is gonna work. Let's see. Let's figure it out together. Welcome back to the Farm Cook channel. This is the place where you get to eat well, have fun, and hopefully learn lots, especially about low carb and keto cooking. So now, let's get ready and make some dinner. All right, so what are we doing today? We're gonna take this, we're gonna cook it, and then once it comes out of the oven, it's ready to go, we're gonna let it cool off a little bit. And in the meantime, we're gonna make a little keto carnivore batter, and then we're gonna take the sausage that we cook, wrap it in that batter, shove it back in the oven to make something I expect will be pretty tasty. I don't know, I've never done this before, so we'll figure it out together. And because sausage is just one of those awesome things and it can be tailored to your particular taste, you can buy stuff that's already seasoned. You can season it up however you like afterwards. You can make your own. It's really, really versatile, very satisfying, and yeah, it works really well for people that are doing a carnivore or keto diet. So what I typically will do is, let me get a serrated knife. What I would typically do is remove the casing and then just dust this in barbecue rub and throw it in the smoker. And that's the term of art for that product is a fatty. That's a very delicious thing that everyone should try. But my smoker is in need of a little bit of care and feeding right now, so we're just gonna keep it simple. We're gonna divide this in half. So it's a pound package. And let's go in half again to make a reasonably sized sausage roll. It's going to look more like a sausage link, but without a casing. So I think this will work pretty well. But I don't know, never done it before. So let's take this guy and sort of form him into a bit of a sausage link shape, but without the casing. Drop that on the pan, do the same thing. Like I said, ordinarily I would dust these with barbecue rub, toss them in the smoker. Those are delicious, awesome when you're enjoying breakfast, having some eggs, some already prepared, smoked, ready to go sausage is just an awesome addition to the breakfast. And I think these guys will be an awesome addition to hopefully my lunch today. So they're not exactly the same, they're pretty close, but we'll have to wait and see how this goes. Just waiting for the oven to heat up, and once that gets to 375, they'll go in and cook until they're done. Come out, a little bit of rest, and then we'll work on the rest. The next phase of the dish. You get the idea. Next step in the process, time to make the batter. And thanks to Carrie Kelly on X, carnivore guy, happens to be a butcher. He came up with this recipe of 1 cup of powdered butter and 1 egg, making a kind of a batter that once you bake it turns into a roll. It's not quite bread, but it has a lot of the characteristics of bread. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to wrap up that sausage once it's done with this batter. And what I'm going to do is, like I said, normally I would make a fatty. I would season it with barbecue rub, season the sausage with barbecue rub, cook it in the smoker. That way you get all those wonderful smells and flavors of the barbecue. So I'm going to import some of those smells and flavors into the batter. So I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder, not much, I don't know, 1/8 of a teaspoon. Some chipotle powder, just a little bit of smoky heat. Not a lot. A little bit of onion powder. Again, maybe another 1/8 of a teaspoon. Just a scotch of sazon completo, because we got to do that. Shout out Dr. Flavor. Add a little bit of smoked paprika. And I think that'll help not only with some flavor, but also some cool color. So let's, ooh, it's already smelling delicious. In this process, it's just that easy to mix this together, let the butter powder absorb the egg and the seasonings, and that's it. You just have to get everything incorporated. And what I have discovered is that, as you can imagine, this kind of a batter or powder, whatever you want to call it, mix is going to be pretty sticky. And it works better, it's easier to handle when it's been chilled. So while the sausage is finished cooking, I'm going to put this in the fridge and leave it until the sausages are done, and have to let them cool off, because otherwise I don't think this stuff will stick to it. There's a little bit of a butter clump. So that's it. We're ready to go. I'm going to throw this in the fridge. We'll wait for those to be done, and then we'll come back once the sausages are cooked and cooled, and then we'll wrap them in this batter and throw them back in the oven. Easy. All right, welcome back. We've got sausages that are cooked. We've got batter that's made and chilled. And there isn't much batter, so I'm not going to be able to do all of these sausages. Again, this is just an experiment, so we're going to have to figure it out as we go. So yeah, the the dough, the batter, whatever you want to call this, is not super easy to work with. Let me find one of these smaller guys and see if I can wrap him up. Let's grab a little bit more here, flatten out. So I'm not a I'm not a baker. I just cook, make stuff, try things out, share things. Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't. A little bit excess there. Let's move that around. And I have a feeling this may not look lovely, may not look delicious. I think it's going to taste pretty good. We'll see. Yeah, so that dough, batter, whatever you want to call it, it's not quite enough to do this amount of sausage, but that's okay. I can use these guys for something else. I can enjoy them for breakfast or whenever, because they are delicious sausage. And with this kind of process, you don't have to worry about, is the sausage totally cooked? I cooked it, I got it to over 165 degrees, which is what's necessary from a food safety perspective. So I'm trying to make sure that these gaps are sealed, but it's not like a regular dough or a batter, so it's being a little fiddly, but that's okay. We'll see how it works. I have to wiggle things around a little bit, make sure everything's copacetic before. And of course, I'm thinking maybe I should have cut these into rounds, because right now this is this may offend some people. But that's okay. We'll see how this works. All right, that's it. Let's get them in the oven, See what happens. Welcome back to the experiment. It's been about 20 minutes or so, maybe 21 minutes, and the house smells amazing. The seasonings that went into the batter just, there's a little bit of that smoky smell from the chipotle as well as the smoked paprika. See how it looks? Yeah. There we go. There was a little bit of batter left, so I quickly balled that up and tossed it in the pan as well. Again, this is an experiment. I have no idea how it's gonna taste, but I think it's gonna be pretty good. Let's let these cool off for just a couple of minutes and then gonna dive right in. All right, we got a cutting board ready because I wanna cut into this guy and see how he looks. But before doing that, here's that little bun from the leftover batter. That's the undercarriage. Here's the, gotta be delicate with this. Here's what the sausage roll looks like. Undercarriage. Maybe a little extra caramelization there. So let's give it a shot. Oh yeah. Again, this is an experiment. I've never done this before. It looks and smells awesome. I'm not even sure what the best way to eat this is. I guess just diving in. I don't know if you can see the steam coming off of this thing. It's very hot. A little bit of a kick in the dough part as well from the little seasoning that we added, but it's very nice. That is tasty. So if you're missing out or feeling like you're missing out on enjoying a sausage roll, give this a shot. Let me know what you think. Yummy. Thanks for watching. Here's the inside of the little bun. I don't know how this happens. It's just butter and egg. There's no leavening, but it's got air pockets. And it's yummy.